Welcome back to my channel, friends. I guess everybody is doing well. I'm also doing good. So today I will be making gurumba, that's with mango gurumba, and I will be making dosi roti. So for the gurumba we need mango. So I've already cut up one. I have one here which I'll cut up and use. And in the gurumba we need to put some spice wood, the sweet wood, and I have here some sugar, brown sugar that I will use into it. So let me start with putting the mango to boil. So I'll put the mango to boil, and I'm also gonna put the cinnamon sticks in the mango while it's boiling. So now I will go ahead, while the gurumba is boiling, I'll go ahead and start to do the dosi roti. Dosi roti, dos mean friend, and dough in Hindi it's stew. So it's two little roti you put together, the dough you put it together, and then you cook it and you split it apart. That's what you call dosi roti. So for the roti, I already have some flour in this container, and I will add like two little teaspoon of baking powder into it, and then I will add two little teaspoon of oil into the flour. So I'll go ahead and start to mix this up. So the oil and the baking powder can be mixed properly into it. And I also have some lukewarm water here that I will add to mix the dough. So you want your flour to be not too hard, not too, so you want it to be a little soft. It's like making regular roti, so you make sure that the dough is being kneaded properly. So I'll go ahead and knead this, and then I will show you how I make the little two roti, the dosa roti. Okay, so let me go ahead and make this, knead this until it becomes the way I like it. So after I finish kneading it like this, I want to make the little loaf. So I'll roll it out, because you want to make it not too big, you want to make the loaf a little small. So I'll stretch it out like this, roll it out. So I'll make like about this size, small. You want it to be even, you don't want it to be, one big, one small. You want it to be like even size. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 roti that I'll make. So you got to go ahead and roll it like this. So I will let it sit like for like 2 to 3 minutes. I let it sit a little after I finish rolling it. And then I'll show you how I make it afterwards. Okay, so I'll let it sit there for like about 2-3 minutes. So it's like about 3 minutes. I leave it to sit here. So now I'll go ahead and make it out and leave it. So first you want to flatten it out like this a little. So you're going to do like 2, you flatten it out. And you take a little oil and you rub it on both sides. Okay? And you take a little bit of the dry flour and you sprinkle it also on both sides. And then you put it together like this. And you also flatten it out a little more. If you notice, I'm not making it too big, I'm making it small. So you do the same thing with all of them. Flatten it out. And you put a little oil. And you sprinkle a little of dry flour onto it. And you put it together again and you flatten it out again. Make sure the edges is being flattened out and it look like this. So I'll go ahead and flatten out every one of them, 2 together, and then I will start to cook the roti. So I'll go ahead now and start to make the roti. Put on the tower to hot a little, and the mango is cooking, so I'll go ahead and make this. You need to rub a little dry flour on your chowki. You stretch it out a little more with your hands, and you're going to bailey your roti. As I said, I don't make it too big, I make it very small, nice and thin. I know all the roti will not be as round as some people own, but I'll try to get it to my best the way round I can get it. Okay, so I'll put a little oil on the tawa. And then I'll go ahead and put the roti on the tawa. Meanwhile, that one is cooking on the tawa. I'll bailey another one. Okay, you can see it started cooking. It's got the little bubbles on the roti, so I'll flip it over. flip it over, you want to put a little oil on top of it. You see how it's swelling? You can see the roti, it's rising up. So you put a little oil on both sides. And you can flip it like 2-3 times, how many times you want to flip it to make sure it cooks. I don't use the doubler to flip it over, I just bring it to the edge and I use my hand. I already have a paper towel in a plate to put it on. So I put it on there and I'll put this next one on top of the towel. So we do the same thing. Make sure as soon as it starts to bubble like this, then you flip it over. And you add a little oil on top of it. Okay, flip it over to the other side. And you do the same thing, you add a little oil on top of it. Okay, whilst that one is cooking, let me show you this, how it works. You flip it like this, you clap it like this a little, and then you see it loose apart. Right? That's why you call it Dosti Roti. It's two roti together. See how it's swollen on the tower? So I squeeze the edges a little to make sure that the edges is cooked properly. That's a reason for me to squeeze the edges. And as I say, you continue doing that. Do the same thing over and over. So I'll finish up the rest cooking it. So I finished cooking the roti. This is what the roti look like. Dosti roti. As I say, it's 2 in 1. So I finished cooking the dosti roti, and the gurumba is about to finish. So I'll have to add a little sugar into it, and that's the way it is. So let me go ahead and add a little sugar into the gurumba. Well, into the gurumba you can add how much sugar you want, because if you want it real sweet or you want it not too sweet, it's up to your choice. So I will not tell you the amount of sugar you should add into the gurumba. So it's up to you how you want it. So this is it. The gurumba I've already finished here. You can see what it look like. So the gurumba have already finished. So, and this is the roti. So thank you very much for cooking with me today. I know everybody cook different, but please subscribe to my channel. Thank you again.